Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm out today in the wee bike. We're going to do a wee test of the cameras. Haha! Let's see how good or how bad they perform. You may have watched the last video I put out kind of explaining what kind of camera gear I use, and that I had purchased some new cameras. Today is just a wee short run out just to see how well they're performing, or if I need to make some more adjustments to the settings of them. So I've actually got 4 cameras I'm running today. I've got 3 on the front. There's one of the new XL Pros up here, and the XL down in the middle, and another XL up on this side. Anyway, we're just going out for a wee run today and check out all the settings on them, and I'll take it back and put them all and compare them all in my editor, and we'll see how good or how bad they are. It's not a bad day. It's actually, the roads are dry. God, how long has it been since we had dry roads? And I'm looking at the sky ahead and it looks a bit dark and a bit ominous. But it's meant to be dry, and I'm not going to go far from home. And I haven't got any waterproofs with me, so I'm definitely not going to go far from home. We're living dangerously. Scotland in January, and no waterproofs. On the 2 of the new XL Pro cameras, the one on the handlebars down here, that's running 1080p 60 frames per second, and the video sensitivity is just set on normal. The one on my helmet, I'm running with image stabilizing on that one. Again, 1080p 60 frames per second. But the video sensitivity I've put to low light to see if that makes a difference, because normally these cameras work great in the summer when it's a really bright day, but when it's duller they don't seem to be so good. But that's mainly because I used to always just run them on normal. So I want to compare the 2 light levels on these 2 cameras. The 2 original XLs, they're all just running 1080p 30 frames per second and normal light sensitivity. You start to hear the cam coming in once you get up to about 55-60 miles an hour. It really starts to perform well. The wee bike's going great, it really is. I'm going to take just a wee run up to Glen for a wee short run and back down again. After that, I might do a wee nothing to 60 time and see how she performs. I've got some good plans for this bike for this year, some adventures on it. So to me it's important to try and get the cameras working as well as I can, because I want to make as good video as I possibly can for you guys, and for myself as well. I'm trying to get a comparison between the old cameras and the new ones to see if the new ones are better. Hopefully they are, because they're running with a Sony sensor, and they might be performing a lot better. Plus, with image stabilization on one of them as well, that might be quite good, who knows. And I don't really want to go down the GoPro route, because they're cost a fortune for a start. It's nice to have more than one camera, but to go out and buy 2 or 3 GoPros, well, that's a huge amount of money. And then to get kind of sound into your helmet, you've got to buy the media mods and stuff. That's more money. And then you need more batteries, because they didn't last any time at all. Yeah, it's all a compromise, I'm afraid. I do my best to try and get the best video quality I can. But these drift cameras, I mean, they're great. There's a built-in battery, but the batteries will last 6-7 hours in continuous filming. The bike's going great. People keep asking me about the camshaft and how well it's performing. what's the fuel consumption like and stuff like that. Well, I can assure you the bike's going great. It pulls really well. I've had no issues whatsoever. It just goes. You come up here on this wee bike now and you can come up against cars and stuff, and you've got a wee bit extra power and punch to actually overtake people. It makes a big difference. You don't have to plan overtakes about 3 months in advance like you had to before. It can actually go now. You can put it right up behind a car, drop a couple of gears and it pulls, it goes. As for fuel consumption, well, yeah, I would imagine the fuel consumption isn't as good as it used to be. But bearing in mind the fuel consumption on this bike, if you have it as completely standard and you've just potter along in it, it'll get over 100 miles to the gallon. But even hammering it, you're still down in the 80-90 miles to the gallon bracket, which is incredible. So any slight increase in petrol consumption, having fitted the cam, etc., it's minimal. It's not something that bothers me. If it's something that bothers you, then you just don't go for any modifications. Keep your bike standard. And the standard bike is a lovely, lovely bike. There's no getting away from that. You don't have to keep mucking about with it. You don't have to keep changing things. I quite enjoy it. It's a bit of a hobby to see what the wee bike can be like. We're kind of climbing a hill just now and it's pulling no bother at all. It's up to 65. The sun's shining on Gleneagles Hotel in the distance. It's probably too far for you to see it, but it's, yeah, it's looking good. That's a big 5-star expensive hotel. We had one of the government G8 kind of summits was held there a few years ago, and God, the amount of police presence in this area, you could hardly come up here without being stopped. See, you can overtake in this wee bike. Take it easy. It's just now the road's going to be a bit kind of slippy and greasy enough, and as well there's a lot of rain. You get a lot of runoff of kind of gravel and stuff on the road, so it can be quite slippy at parts. That's the end of the Gleneagles road now. I'm just going to turn at this roundabout and head back down. But if you look at the roundabout, this is the famous Gleneagles Hotel up here, and it's a famous 5-star golf course. And in the middle of the roundabout, there's all these golf clubs sitting up there. Gosh, the sun's coming out, isn't it? But wonderful. Yeah, so that's the Gleneagles roundabout. I'm going to head back down the valley. Back down and into the sun this time, which is, it's horrible when you at this time of year when you're riding into the low sunshine. Stop here and try and show you what the cam does now. Do a nothing to 60 or a nothing to 73. Petrol lights on, so we better not run out of petrol. 3, 2, 1, let's go! Try it again. Right, we've stopped. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go! Certainly gets up to 60-70 miles an hour without any problem at all. We're actually going into quite a strong headwind at that point. That's why it was going to hold us back. we had the wind behind us, wow, it would fly. I don't normally thrash it like that, I have to say. I tend to just potter along in the wee bike. 50, between 50 and 60 most of the time. And it's really lovely. But it is nice to have that wee bit extra punch when you want to overtake somebody, which you always struggled in the past. Hopefully we'll be out in some better roads, some better weather, and we'll get the cameras all be performing incredibly well, and we'll get some fantastic footage for you this year. So for now, take care, ride safe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. It's the way.